Welcome to the 49 Days of Embodied Spiritual Practice. Today, it is my absolute honor to introduce you to Brodie Whitney. I've known Brodie, I think, at least 30 years. I think we met when I sold you a Jeep or something when you were living in off grid.
Back in the day,
And pardon me?
back in the day.
Back in the day, yeah. And we've been really good friends and we've done all kinds of really interesting things together ever since. And as I said, I'm just honored to, have you join the crew and to help all these people. So maybe if you could just tell people a little bit about what you do as a professional and within your career.
Sure. Welcome, everyone. It's an honor to be here, Mike. Thanks for creating this powerful space for us all to expand. My name's Brodie Whitney. I'm a certified professional coach. I like to lean into the whole purpose aspect of my work, which I'm especially passionate about. And I call myself a master purpose coach as I train other coaches in helping people find and align with their purpose. It's something that I found incredibly challenging as a young adult. And then I started getting answers, and it seems that it's part of my path to help people, um, connect this part of their life, whether that's in their work, their relationship, their spirituality. So I'm also running a men's group called MVP Men, which stands for Mission, Vision, Purpose. It's a men's mastermind specifically for entrepreneurs and adventurous entrepreneurs who are growth minded. We've got our first trip coming up. We're doing a surf beach jungle trip, 9 day trip to Costa Rica coming up here in just over a week. So super pumped about that. In fact, when you get this recording, I'll be all charged up. I will have returned from that trip. So yeah,
Can't wait to see the light in your eyes when you're back from that.
it's going to be very real. It'll be a very real recharge.
Right on. And I can absolutely attest to Brodie's capacity to take any conversation and any dynamic and turn it into a really clear outlook on things. I can remember the last 10 years, even conversations I've had with you where we were just chatting and then I brought something up and within 5 minutes, it was very clear how I needed to orient myself, how I needed to see the thing, what I was totally not paying attention to and walking away going, maybe I
Cool.
should give like Brodie a present or something because you keep helping me. So, so yeah,
Thank you. I really love taking very complex things and simplifying them. Um, Probably because I love looking into things deeply, and it's a fairly complex universe we live in. And then when you see the complexities, how do you navigate that, right, without simplifying them?
mhm. Yeah, that sounds
So,
like a good step. And that kind of leads us into the whole 49 days of embodied
mm,
spiritual practice, meditation, becoming mind, body, breath, all at once, to bring it down to that simplicity. So there's some questions that I've been wanting to ask each of the mentors that are going to be helping out with the program. So I'm going to throw one down for you to see how it goes. So this might go a little bit deep into memories, but can you remember a time when you were in practice, pretty much any kind of practice that was intentional, where something really unexpected or profound happened that really awakened you or lit you up about, practice in life and obviously purpose?
yeah, absolutely. The one that pops to mind, since we're going to be doing some breath work in this 49-day journey, was I was probably about 22. I'm 48 now, so some time ago, and was doing a breathwork facilitation training, and I decided to take the training out into nature, which is it's nature is my church, and I was in this watershed underneath this Devil's Club plant, little grove, doing breath work, and I got this message. It was kind of like if you've ever had that experience where you hear this voice within you speaking, and the voice was, "This is the most healing tool that you've ever discovered, and it's so simple. It's just breathing." Um, and so that really caught my attention, and I took that practice down. The next day, I woke up with a rib out of place. If you've ever had that, it feels like a pinched nerve or something. And I went down to the river and I did a breathwork session, and my rib put itself back into place just through breathing. And I really felt like, wow, I am onto something here, and have continued the breath work. Still to this day, I'm going to a 3-hour breath wave journey, actually, my wife and I today.
Oh,
But
wow.
it's just one of those things that's so simple, so healing, easily accessible, and like I said, profoundly healing.
Yeah, breathwork really is the amazing doorway to pretty much everything.
Yeah, it is.
So, question number two, can you think of a time or a story or something inspiring that is anchored in a committed practice of some kind? You know, like we're doing a 49-day journey together with a lot of people this year, but in the past, have you ever done any kind of training where you were committed every day, you had a goal, you had things you were going to do each and every day during that time, and what that was like for you, what it was about, and kind of what was the outcome of all that?
Yeah. Yeah, I used to consider myself a night person, and I'd stay up late, sleep in. That didn't tend to work very well for a young family. And so I needed to make some kind of a shift in that. And I went through an experience and came back from that experience and committed to waking up at 4:44 a.m. And I did that for 6 months.
Wow.
Yeah, I think there was one day I woke up at 6:30, but I stuck to it, and I carved that time out and dedicated to a morning ritual or morning practice, and did things like breath work, meditation, journaling, dancing. I just did everything, right? I had that time and space. And I think for that kind of any kind of process, those first 30 days is a really pivotal time. I really struggled to get up at that early for those first 21 to 30 days. And then after that, I just started waking up. And having that time and space, especially with the meditation, to go in and do 30-minute, 45-minute meditations, I accessed a deeper level of awareness, a deeper level of calm, deeper level of certainty. And it was like we have this narrative going, this narrator that we think is us. Um, and life can feel like this roller coaster ride. What I experienced after maybe 2.5 months of that is I started to experience myself as more of the witness, watching the roller coaster ride, watching the thinker. And it was so um, clear and powerful to have this deeper awareness of myself and see that the roller coaster ride still happens. I'm just not reacting to it like I was.
Mm.
I think that those the morning ritual, how you start your day matters, and carving out that time and space for ourselves in the morning can be very powerful. And again, the 30 days is a great amount of time to commit to get started. We're going to do 49. That'll give you a chance to get over that hump and like really start to integrate this as something you might want to continue even beyond the 49 days.
Right on. Well, thanks for that. Yeah, I kind of got goosebumps for a minute.
Cool.
Um, so I guess one last question would be, if I was approaching you as a mentor for the 49 days and I'd never done anything like this, I was pretty new to, say, meditation, Qigong, yoga, breath work. We've all heard about it and probably seen it, but again, if I'm kind of new and I'm coming up to you and saying, Brodie, I'm thinking about doing this. Can you give me some advice on how I should approach this, or what are the guardrails? What are the do's and don'ts? And
Hmm. I'm a big fan of trusting your gut or your inner guidance, and it's easy to overthink something if you're new to it. It's easy, to feel afraid of something new and afraid of change. There are reasons we steer away from doing the deeper work. It can be uncomfortable, but what I found for myself is no matter what path I take in my life, it's going to be hard. Like challenges are going to come up. And so I figure might as well take the path that is most in alignment for me and embrace those challenges instead of something I want to avoid as opportunities for growth.
Mhm.
I think a great approach with something that's new is just knowing that you're going to be very supported. The mentors in this group are going to, it's a really safe caring group of mentors and leaders that have got your back here. And we're here to support you, listen to you, and just you can take this as fast or as slow as you want. I would start with a breath, tune into your gut, into that intuition, and what does it say? More of a coming from a place of listening and being guided versus trying to figure it out and jumping into something that you don't know if you're ready for.
Right. That's really good advice. Yeah. Can you think of any last little quotes or things you could share with people before we both have to run off to do other things?
Yeah, I think a lot of us, if you tune into where your center of gravity is in yourself right now, where would that be? I know a lot of us can find ourselves really up here in our head, trying to navigate our life, trying to figure stuff out, trying to make big decisions and not knowing what is the authentic, correct path for us. These 49 days are going to give you a chance to take that center of gravity and bring it down and really just get grounded in yourself, on your path, in your body, and in your life. So you can just, I guess, find more peace, be able to navigate, make more aligned decisions for yourself. Maybe step into something that you've wanted for a while, whether that's how you envision your relationship or a business or some growth in your career, or your health, your spirituality. Maybe in this process of finding that peace and a deeper connection to yourself, you'll give yourself permission to take that next step, or maybe that big leap that you've been wanting to make.
Yeah, thanks for using that word permission. That's such a potent thing in many things.
Awesome.
Right. Well, thanks, Brodie, for carving out a piece of your day to help me out with a little chat. And can't wait for us to get started for the program. And I have every confidence that this is going to blow people away. And that, again, I just want to thank you for being a part of this, because I have a sense that's going to be the conversations you're going to have with people are the things that are going to tilt the momentum in the direction people really need to get going.